Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to Learning English Practical, your space for real conversations, practical expressions, and everyday English you can actually use. I'm Ethan, and I'm super excited about today's episode because we're diving into something that everyone wants, but few people truly master: confidence.
Whether you're speaking English at work, chatting with friends, or just meeting someone new, confidence can make all the difference. It's not about speaking perfectly, it's about feeling comfortable enough to express who you are.
And here's the truth: confident people aren't fearless, they just speak anyway. They make mistakes, laugh about them, and keep going. That's what real confidence looks like.
And to help you build that kind of confidence, we'll share easy, practical ways to sound natural in English, even if you're nervous or unsure where to start.
We've got something special for you today: a free PDF guide with all the useful phrases and reflection prompts from this episode. You can download it from the link below and practice along with us.
And don't go anywhere, because at the end of the episode, we'll have a vocabulary breakdown to help you remember and actually use the key words from our conversation.
So grab your coffee, relax, and let's jump in. This is how to talk to anyone with confidence, right here on Learning English Practical.
Before we share any tips, let's be real for a second. Talking to people can be terrifying, right? Especially when it's in English, your second language.
I remember that feeling. You start thinking, what if I say something weird? What if they don't understand me? What if I just forget my words halfway through?
It's like your brain suddenly hits pause while your mouth is supposed to hit play. Then you walk away replaying the whole conversation in your head. Why did I say that? Or why didn't I say anything at all?
Been there so many times. But here's something important. Even native speakers feel nervous sometimes.
The difference between confident speakers and nervous ones isn't that the confident ones never feel fear. They just keep talking anyway.
Confidence doesn't mean being perfect. It means being okay with not being perfect.
Because once you stop trying to impress and start trying to connect, that's when real confidence begins.
You know what really helped me back when I first started speaking English? Comparing myself to others. I'd be in a group and hear people talk so fluently, and I just shrink into my chair.
I know that feeling too well. I used to listen to confident speakers and think, do I even belong here? It's like your mind starts ranking everyone. They sound smarter, they're more fluent.
And the moment you do that, you forget something important. You're not in a competition. You're a human being trying to connect, not perform.
The turning point for me was when I realized no one's above me and I'm not above anyone else. We're all just people trying to share a moment through language.
Because once you drop that pressure to sound good, you start sounding real.
And people can feel that. When you speak from a genuine place, others relax too. The conversation becomes natural, not a test, not a performance.
You stop chasing perfection and start chasing connections. And that's the real goal of speaking English: to communicate, not to impress.
Because confidence doesn't live in grammar rules or perfect accents. It grows in moments when you say, I'll speak anyway, even if you're unsure.
You finally feel brave enough to talk, but then your mind goes blank. It's like your brain hits pause right when your mouth should hit play.
I used to freeze every time someone asked, how's your week? And I just say, good, and the conversation died right there.
Then I realized it wasn't my English that was the problem. It was that I never thought ahead about what I wanted to share.
That's such a good point. Now, before going anywhere social, I just do a quick mental check. What's one interesting thing I did this week? Did I try something new? Did something funny happen?
That's smart. I even jot small notes on my phone. New cafe, movie I watched, funny story at work. It sounds simple, but it really helps.
It's like building your own conversation toolbox. A few ready ideas so you're never caught off guard.
And the cool part? If you're learning English, you can practice talking about those ideas out loud before meeting anyone. It's a confidence warm-up.
Just like athletes stretch before a game, we stretch our conversation muscles before speaking.
I love that image, a warm-up for your words. It makes every small chat smoother and less scary. You know what's funny, Mary? Even when we don't prepare, great conversations can still happen, usually from something really simple.
Some of the best chats I've had started with random comments, like when I was waiting in line for coffee. I turned to the person next to me and said, "Wow, this line feels longer than a concert queue." And suddenly we were laughing and talking.
That's such a perfect example. Funny, light, and real. You didn't try to sound clever, you just noticed what was happening around you.
You can comment on anything: the weather, music playing, someone's bag, whatever connects you to the moment.
I once started a conversation at the gym just by saying, "These treadmills are busier than a Monday morning." And boom, instant small talk.
People think they need big, deep topics, but sometimes small talk opens the biggest doors.
It's called small talk, but it's actually a big skill. Those little hello moments train your confidence muscles.
For our listeners, this is something you can practice in English every day. When you buy coffee, say something short but friendly. "It's really crowded today." Or, "I love the smell of this place."
Exactly. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be you. The goal isn't flawless grammar, it's connection.
And once you break the ice, the next chat becomes easier. Confidence grows one small hello at a time.
You know, Mary, people often ask, how do I stop feeling nervous when I talk to others? But honestly, you can't just erase fear. You have to move through it.
I remember when I first tried speaking with native speakers. My hands were shaking, my mind was racing. I thought I'd forget every word I knew. But the more I did it, the less terrifying it became.
That's the magic of practice. You don't wait to feel ready. You become ready by doing it. It's like riding a bike. You wobble, you fall, but one day you realize you're balancing without even thinking.
The first few conversations might feel awkward, but that's normal. Every mistake is a small step forward. The only real failure is staying silent.
Silence might feel safe, but it also keeps you stuck. Mistakes, on the other hand, push you toward fluency.
It's funny, we often think confident people never feel scared, but that's not true. They just speak despite the fear.
Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's action in the face of it. And when you stop trying to sound perfect, you start sounding real.
That's what I tell my students. Don't aim to impress, aim to express.
Beautifully said. Because once you focus on connection instead of perfection, your English and your confidence starts to flow naturally.
You know, Ethan, something that really changed the way I communicate wasn't speaking more. It was learning to listen better.
That's so true. Most people listen just to reply, but confident communicators listen to understand. They're not waiting for their turn, they're paying attention.
Exactly. When we truly listen, we notice tone, emotion, and even silence. It's like reading the meaning between the words.
Listening creates space for real connection. When someone feels understood, they naturally open up. You don't need to talk much, just be present.
And one powerful technique is mirroring. For example, if someone says, "I finally went hiking last weekend," you can reply, "Oh, you went hiking? How was it?" That simple reflection shows you care.
It's amazing how something so small can build trust. It's not about fancy vocabulary, it's about warmth. People remember how you made them feel.
Communication is more about emotion than grammar. When you focus on connecting, your English automatically sounds smoother and more natural.
I have noticed that too. When I stopped worrying about my accent and focused on the message, conversations became easier and more genuine.
Once you drop the pressure to sound perfect, You actually enjoy the conversation. It's no longer a performance. It becomes a rhythm between two minds.
And that's what real fluency is, not just speaking correctly, but connecting meaningfully.
So, next time you talk to someone, remember, confidence isn't just in your words, it's in your ears too. Listen with intent, and the conversation will take care of itself.
You know, Mary, people always talk about starting conversations, but no one teaches how to end them gracefully.
Ending a conversation can feel just as awkward as starting one. You don't want to sound rude or make it seem like you're escaping.
But confidence also means knowing when and how to finish. You can leave a great impression with just a few kind words.
For example, you can say something like, "It's been great chatting with you. I should get going now, but let's talk again soon." It's friendly and polite, no pressure, no weird silence.
Or even, I'm going to grab a coffee, but it was nice catching up. You close the loop naturally.
You're not cutting them off. You're simply closing with grace. That's what confident communicators do.
Confidence isn't only about talking smoothly. It's about reading the moment, knowing when to start, when to listen, and when to wrap things up.
And when you end well, people actually look forward to talking to you again. It leaves that warm aftertaste of respect.
Beautifully said. Confidence isn't loud or showy. It's quiet, kind, and steady.
And if our listeners can start, connect, and end conversations naturally, congratulations! You're already confident in English and in life.
So, keep practicing, keep connecting, and remember, every hello and every goodbye is a step toward true fluency.
And that wraps up today's episode on Learning English Practical. Before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over some useful vocabulary from today's episode. These words can really help you sound more natural when speaking English.
Great idea. Let's start. The first word is gracefully. It means doing something in a smooth, polite, or elegant way, like she ended the conversation gracefully.
Next, awkward. It's when something feels uncomfortable or embarrassing. For example, there was an awkward silence after he left.
Then we have confidence, the belief in yourself and your abilities. He spoke with confidence during the meeting.
The fourth word is catch up, a phrasal verb meaning to talk with someone you haven't seen in a while. Let's catch up soon.
And last one, wrap up. To finish or conclude something. Like, let's wrap up our discussion here.
These are all great for everyday conversation. Try using them in your own sentences today. That's how new words become part of your natural speaking habit.
And remember, friends, every small step counts. Learning English isn't about perfection, it's about progress.
Keep listening, keep shadowing, and don't be afraid to speak out loud.
You're growing with every episode.
Thank you for joining us on Learning English Practical. If you enjoyed today's lesson, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with friends who are learning too.
Until next time, stay confident, stay curious, and keep learning.